Hey, we are about to do a really weird reaction, which I guess for me it's just a normal reaction, but weird, you know? So hey, what's up? How the fuck you doing? You must be doing decently well, because you're on YouTube watching the video, right? And so kind of how I don't, as you can tell if you've been here, I don't really plan anything out, but the way things typically work, right, is because I'm just talking to you before the video started. We just talk about whatever random shit is going on in my head, and then boom, then we're watching music, and then we're talking about music. So I picked Saro because I think he's gonna be awesome, and I don't really want the possibility of watching something that I think is gonna be like not dope. Now it could not be dope, right? Let's go, I think, serious. Can we go serious for a minute? I don't know how serious it actually is, but I feel like I need to put a preamble in front of that, which just happened. This concludes the preamble. I shoot all these videos, right? Which is its own thing, where, you know, if you haven't shot a shitload of videos of yourself, that's it's its own demon of getting used to yourself being on camera and whatever. But something that I think I'm gonna do next week, and hopefully I will not fuck this up. My mom's birthday is in a week, and I think what I'm gonna do is go down to visit her, but I'm gonna bring my gear. And no, we're not shooting a reaction with my mom. I'm sure that would be good for some views, but no, something more serious, which is that my stepdad has been the dude really in my life, the majority of my life. My biological dad was not there for a long time, and he has passed away a long time ago. And so I'm his only son, and my mom knows the history, right, of that line of the family. And you can't trust memory. So I think what I'm gonna do is take the camera gear and the mic packs down there and just sit and talk with my mom and just like have her talk about shit and just record it on camera. And I'm saying that to you because I hope by telling you that I'll actually do it and not bullshit around and make some excuse why not to do it. But also that, like, hey man, you know, if you have people in your life that when they are telling stories about what's going on with them and you're kind of captivated by that, I mean, it seems weird, you know, to be like, oh, let's put that on camera. It's like, no, not for a fucking TikTok or an Instagram, but for yourself and maybe anyone else that they're cool with, you know, you sharing it with. And yeah, I mean, also right before starting this, not a great friend, but a decently good friend of mine. I would call him a decently good friend. I don't know if he would call me a decently good friend. That like we went to high school together. We weren't like close buddies in high school or anything, but he was older than me, and I'd always known about him and everything. And I believe his dad just passed away. I hope I'm not wrong. That shows you, actually, I guess we can down-regulate me to like not a good friend at all if I don't even know it's his dad that passed away. But of course it's like, oh, I was playing this thing with my mom and now this happened, and then now it's all like running around in my head. Yeah. So whatever, I'm just saying, like, if there's important shit with people around you or important things in your life, or it can be really hard to actually take the time to document it, either like make a diary, which I don't do. I started one, don't keep up with it. There's no downside. There's no fucking downside. Like, make a video with somebody where you talk about some shit you want to talk about. And if you don't ever need to watch the video, then you don't ever need to watch it. You didn't lose anything, but if you do need it in the future, you'll have it. Like I said, that has nothing to do with the Loopstation Beatbox. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Except for, I'll do one more morbid thought. Is my number one thing I was thinking when I was making all these videos to begin with, and things were not really working out on the channel or whatever. I was just putting in lots of time and not really sure where this was going. I started realizing, hey, you know, my friends and family now have hundreds of videos of me, and if I like die in a fucking car wreck, they can go to these videos. That is the worst fucking introduction for a reaction video. But regardless of whether or not we should do it, that's how the fuck we do it over here. So now let's hopefully let the music do what it does, which is yank our minds away from where we are in this temporal space, where we are in time in the universe, and hopefully get sucked somewhere else. That's a lot of pressure for Saro, but I think he can handle it. Let's go. That layout is gorgeous. I love that the fucking 505 is featured. Yeah, what's up? Can we just go ahead and list some things that I fucking love? I love the fact that I just came from kind of a dark place and immediately the music was uplifting. Can't plan that. But also shooting in nature with the 505. It's like things I didn't know I needed to do in my life, which is like take my gear out in fucking nature and play. And 2, 3, 4, 7. How many things have we said? His shirt's dope. And while I'm not very much... Well, I'm not a judge a person by their clothes. I'm not like that. But I do think, I mean, if you have a dope shirt, though, I mean, it's kind of cool that your shirt's dope, right? And your song's dope. Things I am bad at. Jumping from rock to rock on rivers. I'm immediately like, I'll just, you know what? Fuck it, I'll walk through the water. Or I'll walk around, I'll just get my feet wet. Like, I'm not jumping from rock to rock. Did I mention I love water and nature? Probably not on this channel. Like, why would I do that? But one of my favorite things to do is I go kayaking. Rent the kayak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a fucking kayak. I don't transport kayaks. But yeah. So is this like 100% not talking about the actual music? Let's keep that up. Oh, you can see him rotate through the beat slicer and whatever. That's okay. Dude, I think I picked the perfect video. I didn't know it was going to be perfect, but man, sometimes it ain't about like. That's the weird thing that happens here, right? Is that sometimes I'm talking about really specific musical elements, and sometimes I'm not talking about anything musically as far as what's going on, because you got to realize there's two different worlds out there, right? There's those of us who we put on our thinking hat and we're dissecting music and we're creating music. But the majority of the audience is not doing any of that. They're just turning it on and being like, this music takes me to somewhere. It does a thing. And all you academics are just explaining how it did what already happened. I know the track's dope. You don't have to explain it to me, right? So it's like, I'm not going to explain. At least for the next... So far, I haven't explained fucking anything. Except for I like it. Oh, I like he faded to a blue color scheme, not faded, transitioned to a blue color scheme right before he switched. He's got a lot of different sounds now in there. He's really changed the, why am I trying to sound all smart? It's a contrasting section to what just happened. I think this is probably just an A and B section. So we had about 1 minute and 45 seconds of one section, and now he transitioned to this new section, and he even changed the color scheme to go with it. So the background's different, right? He's not in nature anymore. It's now more blue than it was, and it's a different musical section. So we have a complete contrast. Even though it works together, it's a contrasting section. I would dare say this is a third, even though this is kind of related, I'm gonna call this a third section. He is wearing the same shirt for continuity though, so that's kind of dope. Actually, I want to make a comment about my previous comment. That was a win-win comment, right? Sometimes you gotta realize when you say things that if they'd gone one way or the other, you win either way. So right now he's wearing the same shirt. And so I immediately went, oh, well, he's wearing the same shirt, and that's continuity of the artist between the different sections of what's going on. But if he wore something completely different, then what would I have said? I said like, oh, well, not only did the color scheme change and the background change, but his wardrobe also changed, and showing the contrast between not just the music and the background, but also his fashion. So I don't think I said anything important there, because if he had changed clothes or not changed clothes, I would have argued that it was a good choice either way. So it's gotta be a little skeptical of shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? You say something that you think means something, but maybe it doesn't mean shit. So let's kind of end it in a way with how we started, which is why you should create shit in general. Saro obviously created something for us. It was dope as fuck. That's awesome that it was dope. That's awesome, right? It's always good when things are good. Is that hard to comprehend? It's good when things are good. I think that's pretty simple. But dude, there's no way he knew. There's no way when he made that track that he thought somebody was going to be thinking about death in their family and death with friends around them, and then be talking to people about maybe recording things so that way when people are gone, you have a living book, vlog, diary, whatever. You have a living medium to recapture some of those experiences, but not just the good time, like sitting down talking with somebody. There's no way he could have known that I would be here talking to you before that track came out. And then boom, I'm listening to the track is fucking dope, and it makes me so excited. So let's fucking close with that. Let's close with the fact that, like, whatever your particular aims are for yourself and what you create and what you want, you have no idea what's actually going to happen once you put that out in the world. And you may provide value and help someone in a way that you didn't see that happening. He's probably going like, I just hope the track's dope, or not, I hope people like it or they don't like it or whatever, but I get exposure. He's probably not thinking, someone's thinking about some morbid shit, and then they're gonna hear my track, and for 3.5 minutes, they get to leave that behind. So don't let your own viewpoint dictate the possibilities of what you do. Because once it's out there, you might actually have an impact that's different than what you expected. And I'm fucking glad he made that track. I mean, I guess that's simple, right? Let's be very clear. You don't have to make anything. Don't feel like a responsibility, like if you're not creating something, that somehow you're fucking up and failing in the universe. That's not what I'm saying. You do you. And so if you're the type of person, you're like, well, I don't want to create anything, then don't feel compelled to. Don't beat yourself up that you don't do that. But if you do feel compelled to make stuff, but you don't make it because of procrastination or fear or anxiety, make that shit, man. Make it. Let people hate it or love it or do whatever they're going to do with it. If you feel compelled to make something, fucking make it. Make it. Time moves on. You might not feel compelled in the future. While you have something that makes you want to make a thing, fucking capitalize on that shit and make something. And if you don't feel compelled, well, then you figure out what the fuck you are supposed to be doing. If there's a supposed to. I think, right, we beat this horse enough. I think you get it. Don't let what other people do create a sense of self-loathing. But maybe you should be self-loathing because there's something that you intend to do and you're not doing it. And figure out where is that? Where is that balance? Actually, you know what? Fuck balance. Why does everyone need balance? Fuck balance. Do it how you need to do it. If the way you need to do it is balanced, then fucking do it balanced. And if the way you need to do it is OCD, then do it OCD. Do it the way it needs to be done for you. If it needs to be hard, do it hard. And if it's easy, do it fucking easy. Figure out your game. Play your game. You still might lose. But if you're gonna lose playing your own fucking game. I'm out.